So today we're going to talk about delegating with clarity. Everyone agrees that delegating is a great idea, yet this is one of those skills that is very hard to be good at. So the first thing is you really have to gauge the level of skill and expertise of the person that you're delegating to. If they're a beginner or they're not performing very well on a task or responsibility that they thought they could or would or promised that they knew about, then you have to kind of dial it back and you have to have more training and coaching and teaching as part of your delegation. You can't just delegate the responsibility and expect them to follow through. They can't do it. And sometimes they're not conscious of their inability. And so you have to point that out as well. But let's assume that you are delegating to somebody who has great potential and yet somehow it just hasn't been a successful engagement with you delegating. One of the things that I think we forget is that it's okay to define success for that person. Yes, you should delegate responsibility versus just tasks, but you also have to define what success looks like to you. That's how you set the person up for success. And so I think that sometimes we think, well, we're being too selective or people should be allowed to do things in their own way. That's true, but you already have a very specific idea in mind of what success looks like. So why not share that with the person? So delegation then sounds something like, I'm going to give you this event to handle. It's one of the most important events for our customer team of the year. And I want to tell you what success looks like to me. Then we can talk again in 2 weeks about what your plan is, how you plan to execute. It can be different than my ideas, but I do want to make sure that you understand. And then let's set some timelines. If I don't hear back from you after our initial connection, I'm going to assume you are on time, you are underway, and that you don't need any help. But obviously, if you do need help, I'm here for you.